I see a couple of mistakes when you, or a couple of traps that people fall into. So for bigger companies that want to transition from a model, from a traditional sales-led model to product-led growth, the typical trap they fall into is thinking that they will make the call and then next quarter they will make the numbers, as if it was magic. They often neglect the fact that it may take many quarters to get the motion running. It's not going to go as fast as people have in their heads. So that's a typical trap, which is most often, in my experience, associated with the fact that they put sales leading the transition, which is a mistake, because sales teams are incentivized to make the numbers quarter over quarter, not to make a strategic transformation of the company for the next 2 years. And so the two incentives collide. On one hand, you want to do a transformation that's a marathon, not a sprint. On the other hand, you want to make it the next quarter. And so that's one of the things that I'm seeing on bigger companies. On smaller companies, smaller startups, say Series A, Series B, up to Series A, Series B, what I often see is a confusion, I guess, of what product-led growth is. It's often confused with growth marketing, and the two disciplines need to exist, but one is, the traditional marketing, you invest in paid marketing, SEO and whatnot. In the other one, in product-led growth, you're trying to leverage your growth, your product as a growth engine, and you need to do a lot of research, a lot of experimentation, and have your metrics straight so you can actually make the difference. And often I see startups making the mistake of mixing up the two, and even messing up the team composition there to what it ends up being an unsuccessful implementation. But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy in most cases. You don't have the right team, nor the right goals, nor the right expectations, and then things fail.